And welcome back to Trail Tested, everybody. And we got a fun little banger for you today because we got a little battle of the 48 volts. Now, one scooter, the G2 over here by Kukirin, is a full suspension ripper with 10-inch tires. And over here we have the VMAX VX2 Pro. This is a no suspension whatsoever. Both are on 10-inch tires. Both have roughly about 15 amp hours of battery, and both have about 500 watt rear motors there. And over here we have a 500 watt, and over there we have an 800 watt. But the Kukirin only peaks out around 1,000 watts, where the VMAX 2 peaks out at 1,300 watts. Now, the Kukirin over here is sitting at about 57 pounds, and the VMAX is at 48 pounds, so weight advantage to the VMAX. Now, as for tires, we got some off-road hybrid tires on the G2 right there with some full suspension, some of the best suspension I've seen on a budget commuter scooter. And over here we have the 10-inch tubeless tires. Now, these tires are very soft. They do very good on off-road, believe it or not. And that is why I'm putting these two together. Now, on paper, the G2 is only good for about 20-degree hills, where the VMAX over here is good for 28. Now, when it comes to quality, the VMAX is taking the cake. Everything on here is just much more well-built. The plastic is much higher quality. But the Kukirin, you can't play it out. It is cheaper still by about 300 bucks, and it has a little touchscreen dash up here for you. So that's pretty cool right there. But nonetheless, they both have blinkers, horns, lights, all that good stuff. Well, actually, the VMAX does not have a horn. It has a loud bell. The Kukirin has a wider deck and a kick plate where the VMAX does not, hence it is a true commuter. We got a regen brake in the rear and a drum brake up front for the VMAX, and the Kukirin has mechanical disc brakes front and rear. Now, the VMAX does a great job stopping, but you cannot lock it up and do like power slides and power skids like you can on the G2. Now, the G2 suspension is actually really good, especially at my body weight at about 150. This thing mashes really well. Now, you get a 12-month warranty for the Kukirin, and you get an 18-month warranty with the VMAX. So that's a win for the VMAX right there. Now, for the folding locks, they both have the briefcase-style locks on there, which I like very much. Neither one of these, after my full send review, was doing any shaking, shimmering, or had any stem flex. I like the G2 design. It is very symmetrical. It's got a very nice blocky look to it. Very tough looking, whereas the VMAX over here is sleek. It is round, there are no sharp edges, it is very clean. Now, starting at the bottom of my beach down there, I got about a 300-foot hill, which will be ripping all the way up from grass onto concrete, onto tar, and to the very top will be the finish line. Now, when it comes to the price, the Kukirin takes the cake at about 650 bucks, where the VMAX is coming in at 900. It is built better, it does have a better warranty, so take that in mind. And it's got a little more high output power. Kukirin will do 30 miles an hour, where the VMAX tops out at about 25 maxed out. So let's get these scooters fired up and get down to the starting line. Let's hit it. And let's give you a quick look on how I look on the Kukirin G2 here. Very nice. Look at that suspension. Easy bunny hops. This thing is a blast. You're not going to beat it for the price. All right, check out the VMAX. All right, we got the wheelie machine here. We're back. Now we're with the VMAX right here. This is how I look on it. Very nice. Very lightweight. Sweet. Let's hit it. Let's run them. All right, first up is the VMAX. Let's take the commuter. Let's have that set the bar today. Let's see what kind of times we can get. Now let's take it on down, heading on down. We're in sport mode. This is a very bumpy, rough grass I have here. It's practically just volcanic ash, thousands of years old. All right, we're at the bottom. This thing does really good off-road for having no suspension at all. All right, at the starting line, we got full bars here. We're in sport mode, and we're gonna hit it in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we're spinning out. All right, up the biggest part there, probably about a 10% grade, pulling 10 miles an hour, flying up. All right, hit that bump, and now we are on the tar, and it's taking off now. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 right there. Woo! Man, there you had it. That was pretty good right there. We hit 20 miles an hour by my finish line. Not bad. All right, let's get to the Kukirin. Whew, I don't know, G2, that was pretty good. Let's see what you got against the VMAX. Now, when it comes to fun, this thing is the funnest. It sits up super high. The suspension is super soft. Feeling nothing on my off-road here now. Down the hill, through here, hit the brakes, skirt. Now, I know this does not peak out to 1400 watts, so that is what's going to be the bearer of bad news for this hill right here. But nonetheless, let's get it started off in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, big peel out. Oh no. Oh no, I can't even make it up this hill. I gotta kick it. I gotta give it some kicks. Oh, come on, Kukirin. Oh no, the VMAX dominated. All right, it's on the tar, it's shining now. We're at 12, 15, hit a huge rock, 17, and right there. Woo! I think that says a lot right there on what just happened. Let's check the times. All right, so here's what's going on. The Kukirin couldn't even make it up that initial hill. I had to give it a kick. So, I mean, that is automatically pretty much disqualified. So let's run it back again. We're going to keep it on the tar this time. No off-roading. So let's get him on the drag strip. Let's hit it. All right, we're at the starting line. The first up is the VMAX. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa, popped off. We're at 12 right there. 15, 16, and 20. Yeah, 18 miles an hour. 18 miles an hour as I cross the finish line there. Let's head on back down and run the G2 now. The absolute sheer low-end torque that this VMAX puts out is astonishing. All right, redemption time for the G2. We're in race mode in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, there we're at. We're at 10 and 14, 16, and just pulled almost 17 miles an hour there. So that was a better race this time. Let's hit those times and see what we got. And there's the G2 for you. That was a little better now. This thing just does not have that low end oomph that it needs to get up those grassy, thick, weedy hills there compared to the VMAX, just ripping and pulling. So yeah, guys, there you have it. Thanks a lot for watching today in this little head-to-head battle, this versus that. As you can see, the VMAX took it, dominated in every single way other than price. The Kukirin's about $300 less, but nonetheless, this is what you pay for and this is what you get.